Hey everyone, Nubkex here and welcome to my August AMA, where I'm answering all the questions you guys gave me here for the month of August. First question is from Tilestrom, and he asks, new girl, eh? Is she a gamer too, and is she okay with the work you do? So the answers are yes, yes, and yes. So the thing is, like, when you start dating someone, they don't really care too much what you work at. That becomes much more important later on, right? At the start, you know, cognitive dissonance just kicks in. And you make this leap of logic from, I really like this person, to, they must be amazing. Because unless you got a lot of bad self-esteem issues, you're not going to think that you ought to be with someone that actually kind of sucks. You think that you deserve to be with someone that's amazing. So you think that they are amazing if you want to be with them, regardless of whether they are or not. Get me? So that carries a lot in their early relationship. Obviously, when things get more serious, and basically when you've got the prospect of actually considering, you know, sharing financial investment together. So something like, you know, sharing a house together, something like that. That's a much bigger deal when it comes to what someone works at. And that's the point where people start to care an awful lot more. Basically, I suppose it's, you know, a question of, you know, paying for a meal, first date, versus paying for a mortgage, long-term, marriage and all that stuff. So yeah, big difference there. Next question from Regilis 2. Will you quit Hero... Regilis 2? Why not just Regilis? Must be a fake one. Regilis 2. Will you quit Hero League for Team League only? Maybe a little bit this season. Long-term, no. But Hero League is still good to play, and it's very relevant to most people watching. At the moment, I'm enjoying Team League a lot more. But I'll go back to Hero League. Yeah. Question from KFC. What do you think is the best Twitch emote, Smork? Presumably KFC feels that Smork is the best one. I quite like Debated, actually. I think that's the best one. Actually, you know, it's second best. The best one is clearly Nubkek Fail. That's the best one. That's my one. Definitely the best. Please subscribe, give me all your money, thank you. Next question is from Homer12346. 5 is left out, poor 5. He says, do you delete and recreate this channel for every AMA, or do you secretly hide it, delete all the messages, and it's good to go? No, the first one, the short one, I delete it and recreate the channel every time. Next question is from Roberto33. Would you ever be up for attending a convention as a meetup chance for your fans, and maybe some chances for a vlog? Yeah, I probably would be. No short-term plans. I think I've mentioned this before, but maybe, you know, not BlizzCon this year, maybe BlizzCon next year, if I'm still doing all the exact same kind of stuff. That would probably make sense to go to that, and it could be a lot of fun to meet everyone in person. You know, that would be the biggest event that would draw most people, I would think. I don't know about stuff in Europe. Obviously, I'm in Europe, so that would be easier to do. I don't know. No direct plans, but maybe. Next question is from Draco. Now that you have a new girl, did you start lifting already? No. No. I have started walking more though, so at least there's that. Though today I walked to the shop and bought a bag of jellies, so that kind of undid that, didn't it? Didn't really work too well. Next question is from Skamaz. How long have you been on YouTube and Twitch? How long do you see yourself streaming and uploading videos? Oh, I guess I've been doing like YouTube for maybe 2 years now, something like that. The first year didn't really go much anywhere, and then it started getting big after that. I'd say we're coming up to about 2 years. And I've been on Twitch for... I was really on and off with it. I've kind of been doing Twitch much more consistently, I think about 3 months. And then how long do I see myself streaming and uploading videos for? For the foreseeable future. You know, it's my job. So yeah, basically for the foreseeable future. And again, I already mentioned the Exola stream is shut down for the summer at least. So kind of reevaluating what the streaming schedule is going to be. And I don't have an answer to that quite yet. Doge asks, how big? Winky face. I think the emoji there answers it well enough. Mr. Doge. Zap Badger asks, what happened to Overwatch Bible Thump? Yeah, I just wasn't super interested in keeping it up. Like, it was great fun at the start, and then it got to the point where it was kind of going, functionally, it's so similar to Heroes of the Storm. You know, it's like, all right, learn the different heroes, learn how they work together, learn team comps, learn all their abilities. You know, it's just functionally very, very similar to Heroes. So that kind of caused me to lose interest. I enjoyed it for its differences, but yeah, when the similarities were cropping up so much, it put me off a little bit. Alright, next question is from Cascan, who says, how to get good? I've heard from a very experienced HOTS GM that I have to grind HOTS 24/7 and go insane. That's how you get good. Okay, to answer it seriously, how to get good at the game. I think you do have to play a fair amount, and I also think it's very important to watch better players and to study up and learn from better players. Let me put it like this. Let's say you're in silver. You always play with people that are also in silver. All of your friends are in silver, and you watch videos of people who are in silver. You're just training yourself to be silver. You know, to get better, I think you do have to play, but it's not just play. You can spend thousands of games and stay exactly the same skill level. You do have to be working towards improving. And the best way to do that is probably to watch, better players, pick up tips, and, maybe even focus in on one hero. Be like, okay, I want to get really good at this one hero, or maybe two heroes, and I'm going to watch, good players on those, and then I'm going to go into my games, play a bunch of games trying to implement that, and then improve, and then kind of learn more and more and more. It's a long process, but yeah, something like that. Next question is from Loxman. He says, do you know how to calculate the eigenvectors for a 4x4 matrix? Indubitably, Mr. Anderson. Winston Puppy, Gregor Stone Spirit says, Kevin, will you ever join Discord again? Kevin's my name. He's very informal. Will you ever join Discord again in viewer games? Lots of emotes. Yeah, maybe. So obviously I was streaming some viewer games and we're all chatting together in Discord, and that's great. Then I did some games where I'd be listening to music, and I still haven't repaired my headphones. So it's actually very difficult. If I'm listening to music, I basically can't hear people talking, or, I have to turn it up so loud that I can hear the music, and then people talking would clip through my microphone. So yeah, the headset would be part of it, or just doing it without listening to music. In short, yeah, I'm sure I will. I'll probably do a mix of some viewer games where I'm not going to join in with team chat. We're just going to mess around. And then some viewer games where I'll be messing around within the team chat. So kind of a bit of both. And the next question is from Jacob Blindy. He says, who can be good with Oriel to get energy other than Vala and Gul'dan? So Oriel's going to work well with any consistent damage dealer. So usually someone who's ranged, and usually someone with fairly sustained damage. So, Vala, Gul'dan are classics. Lunara is another really good one. I've also found Sergeant Hammer's not too bad, actually, in my experience. And I suppose one other classic one would be Cassia, especially with the Charge Strikes talent. A couple of lesser known ones as well, but can actually be pretty effective, are Sylvanas, which is kind of surprising, but she actually does pretty good sustained damage, with all the daggers that she throws out. Or then Tychus, especially Tychus in Odin form, which is, again, very consistent and steady damage. Final question for this month is from Druidet, Sableye Lover 69. Okay, extremely specific name. Will you ever see that Horde is the better faction? So question about World of Warcraft. So yeah, as you guys will have no doubt noticed, I've back playing World of Warcraft and really enjoying it, actually. Really enjoying it. Doing basically a role-playing focused playthrough, really diving into the lore, the story of the game. Very much inspired following on from, playing Warcraft 3 and getting into the story of that. We're also stopping, of course, at all of the different tiers for the different expansions. So, for example, right now, we've all locked our levels to level 60. And we're doing all the original level 60 raids, like Molten Core and Blackwing Lair, all that sort of stuff. Then we're going to go up to 70, see all of Outland, and then do all the raids at 70, like, Black Temple and Karazhan, all that sort of stuff. In terms of the faction, so I've played WoW on and off since the very... might not have been the first day it came out in Europe. It might have been the second day, but basically from the very start of WoW, I've been around. I started off as Alliance, then I switched to Horde. I played the first three, like Vanilla, TBC, and Wrath. I played those all as Alliance, took a break, didn't come back for Cataclysm, came back in Mists of Pandaria, played Alliance for most of that, and then we switched to Horde for Warlords of Draenor and for the start of Legion. So I've played a lot of the recent content as Horde, so I really wanted to come back and play a lot of the stuff as Alliance and actually see, the Alliance side of things, as well as the Horde side of things, particularly for Warlords of Draenor and for Legion. I really wanted to get the Alliance experience. But I'll probably be hopping between both factions a little bit. For example, I'm really considering doing a level 1 to 20 or 1 to 30 as an undead character, because apparently the story for that stuff is amazing, and you get really into the story of Sylvanas and the sort of stuff that she's been up to, which I think would be cool to see. So I'm not sure which faction I prefer overall. I know when I play Horde, I find a lot of them very ugly, and I don't like that, whereas there's more options with Alliance for races I like to play, so that's kind of a bit of a nice change. And I like their cities better too. So yeah, it's a tough one to say for sure, but yeah, there we go. All right, guys, well, that's the end of this month's AMA. I'll be creating again the AMA channel. All the questions are asked through Discord. I've got a really big Discord server, actually. Loads of people are there talking about all different kinds of stuff. So if you're not on it, you should definitely hop over and take a look. I'll be creating another AMA channel at the end of August for you guys to submit your questions for September. So yeah, until then, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.